Hi, I'm Jennifer Stewart and I'd like to talk to you about feeding horses in terms of what diet and how to calculate the diet. Now, horses are no different to any other species in that it's the total daily intake that counts, and I'm sure we all know that about energy and calories. It's the total daily intake that counts, but that also applies to minerals and vitamins. So now that makes formulating diets a bit of a challenge, because not only are there different levels of minerals in different feedstuffs, but their absorption rate is different. The digestibility, how much the horse gets from that source, and the digestibility of minerals in lucerne and pastures and grains and varies between the grain, also varies with what you're feeding in a mixed feed. So unfortunately, it's one of the more inexact branches of science, but there's a couple of rules of thumb that can keep you in a pretty good place with it. So the most important thing is that it's total daily intake that counts. And that's one of the problems with trying to supplement individual nutrients, unless you're doing it on the advice of a veterinarian or nutritionist, and you're well aware of the limits, because certain minerals like selenium and iodine, the range that the horse can take is narrow, and unfortunately the signs of toxicity are very similar to the signs of deficiency. So there's certain minerals that you've got to be quite careful of, just the same as in humans. Iodine and selenium are ones that you exercise a fair bit of caution on the intake. But basically, because it's the total daily intake that's important, if you're calculating the mineral intake, you must consider all the feedstuffs in the daily diet. So if you choose a supplement that contains the recommended daily intake of one mineral or vitamin, and you don't consider the other sources in the diet, you can lead to a lot of overlaps and toxicities. And certainly most of the reported clinical cases of iodine and selenium toxicity are where people have been using several supplements that contain a mineral in common, especially selenium and iodine, as I said before. So one of the problems with trying to supplement individual minerals is trying to keep the mineral ratios correct. Now, as we all know, calcium's got to be higher than phosphorus, and magnesium has to be in a certain ratio with calcium. So if you supplement individual minerals, you must bear in mind what minerals those minerals are important to. So if you're going to supplement phosphorus, then you need to increase your calcium. Phosphorus is widespread in feedstuffs. It's in native pastures, it's in grains and brans and pollards, and there's a lot of phosphorus in a horse's diet. So generally it's the calcium that we're trying to increase to keep the level consistent with the amount of phosphorus in the diet. And it also means that you can't expect a formulated supplement to keep mineral ratios correct, because every horse is going to be different. It's a bit like with salt. There's no point trying to meet the salt requirements of a horse from a supplement, because the requirement will vary with the weather, the amount of exercise the horse does. So when you're looking at supplements, you must consider what's in the total diet, and you can't expect one supplement to meet the mineral requirements of the horse without considering what else is in the diet, because you've got to look at the total daily intake.